folks, what's going on? Welcome back to another Wednesday evening live stream. It's never a dull day. I tell you, the internet and technology keeps me honest. It really does. Hope you can all hear me and see me okay. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here. If you are on the replay, jump down below and say boo. Otherwise, if you're here live, jump over to the live chat and see who's hanging out. I believe there's 15 of you already. Jeez. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And tonight we're kind of just, it's the end of year. We're just celebrating. I've got a couple, well, actually more than just a couple. We've got quite a few giveaways. Just a chance to give back to you guys. We have, for the public, we have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, and we also have a $20 eBay voucher, which will come via digital gift card. And then for the members, we have a $50 eBay voucher, and then a whole bunch of Pokemon cards as well. So if you want to get involved, if you want to jump in and you're not a member, you don't have to be a member. You can jump into the public one, and that's what we'll do first at 9 o'clock or just around there, and then we'll do the members afterwards. If you want to become a member, jump over to the community page or over to my YouTube, and you can click join. You probably have to do that on a computer and not on your phone. But how are you all doing? What is happening? We're at the final sprint of 2024. This time next week, we will all probably be celebrating Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Otherwise, you'll be on holidays and taking it easy. And I hope you're all doing well and excited for a well-deserved break. Some of you might already be on a break. And if you are, let us know what you're getting up to. We have Christian here, Forest Finds Online. What's going on, man? Now, I didn't actually get any questions that came through via Instagram. So if you've got any questions tonight, chuck them down below, and I'll chuck them in the live chat, and I will we'll go through them tonight. Yeah, so don't be shy if you've got any questions. Christian, you didn't ask a question, mate. Usually you're our one and only, but not tonight. Beck, what's going on? How are you doing? Thanks for being here. We have, Jason, my man. I thought you were on the plane. You must be just about to board. Thanks for popping in, mate. Thanks for being here. Jaden, my man. How you doing? Yeah, I've been well, man. I haven't seen you for a while. I'm not sure if you watched the replay last week, but one of your packages that I sent to you got returned to sender. I haven't sent it back in case you're going to win something else, but I'll have to send it back to you. So I'm not sure what happened there. Emma's in the house. How are we doing, Emma? What's cracking? Oh, from Japan. You're still in Japan. Okay, I love it. Been enjoying the photo updates, mate. Hope you've had a wonderful time. Octo, what's cracking? Boo, how you doing? Johnny boy, happy wet and soggy Wednesday. Is it wet up there? Jeez, it's been pretty dry. I can't really complain here. Hope you're doing well, Johnny boy. Scrap and salvage. G'day, Chris. What's your thoughts on the new requirements eBay is putting on the used clothing condition? I will get to this in a second. Let me just continue saying hi, and then we'll talk about this really good conversation. Actually, I actually will just quickly open up my eBay messages because I had a message come through, and we'll talk about that. Don't you worry, we'll talk about it tonight. We got Andrew in the house. How you doing, sir? Thanks for being here, buddy. Beck, hope Chris and everyone is doing well. Yes, doing very well. Thank you. My break started at 5 p.m. today. Plenty of camping and fishing coming up. Awesome. Congrats on getting off early. Will there be any Pokemon as well, or just camping and fishing? But good luck with all the fishing, mate. Yes, you did, Forest Finds. You did. Yo, Adam, what's up, man? Merry Christmas. Bit early, week early, but thanks for being here, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Joe, what's up? How are you? I am well. Can't complain. Just in the final hoorah for the end of the year. Jeez, it's flooding. Oh, well, take it easy and be careful when you go out camping, mate. Jeez. Ledbetter, what's up, man? How you doing? Jason, spot on. Gates are about to open to return to Melbourne, mate. And how many changes on... Yeah. Geez, eBay's been doing a lot of work. Actually, they even had a little thing up saying we're experiencing technical difficulties. I've actually only had 3 sales today. But that could be because of, everyone stopped buying because, simply because most people won't be able to get their deliveries in time now if you're buying online. You have to collectively let us down, Christian. We are... I was going to ask what new content or social media plans do you have in 2025, if any? Okay, all right. So we've got some questions. All right. So thanks for all being here. We do have a whole bunch of prizes. As I said, we've got some eBay vouchers and we've got lots of Pokemon. We do have Surging Sparks Japanese tonight, so we'll be getting into that. But I'm going to come back to the question that came from Scrap and Salvage. G'day, Chris. What's your thoughts on the new requirements from eBay? So eBay, if you guys, if maybe you haven't seen the details, I'll share this as well on screen. There we go. Okay, so eBay is going to be rolling out a new pre-loved fashion, basically the condition set up on anything that's in clothing under a whole bunch of different categories, coming out 23rd of Jan 2025, pre-owned fair, pre-owned good, and pre-owned excellent. Now, there's a little bit of fluff with this because it's still, it still opens up to a lot of personal opinion. My personal opinion on this is I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity to hopefully filter out some of the false INADs. I don't think it will be absolutely perfect, but the one thing that's going to be making me a little bit iffy about all this is in their accurately describe item flaws, it talks about like in excellent, it's none, in good, it's minor, and fair is moderate, but they do not have a definition of what minor and moderate mean. And this is what concerns me the most, is because it's going to be open for interpretation. So they really need to be very detailed in defining it. I've been working with ChatGPT already today to come up with what a generic understanding of this would be, which I'll be continuing to just, kind of tinker and yeah, I guess flatten out in terms of what makes sense for my team and what we're trying to sell. Most of my stuff will fall under good and excellent, like 80% of it, but I think there will be some components of it which will be moderate. Under fair. Now, the way I'm going to be handling this between now and the 23rd of January is I'm going to start implementing these conditions already in my condition field, and I'll be adding a little SKU identifier in my SKU, so that, for instance, anything, it might be POE, it might be POG, and it might be POF in the SKU. So then when it does roll out, because on the 23rd, everything will, on the 23rd, everything will be automatically converted to pre-owned good. And then we're going to have to go through and make any additional updates ourselves. So I'll have to go make those. So I'm just going to be putting those little, I guess, keywords or key identifiers in the SKU so we can come back and quickly make those mass updates. So I'll be starting to roll this out with my listing templates, with my listing team, and with the photographers as well. Probably won't be this week, it'll probably be next week. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. One thing that I think eBay needs to do better is actually when people are raising cases or returns in clothing, especially, is if they start talking about sizing, they need to be really forced to just be opening up a wrong size doesn't fit situation. I had so many customers, another one this week, which is super frustrating, opened up that it doesn't fit them. So therefore the jeans must be defective because I always fit a size 28. And so they opened up an item not as described because the jeans are defective because it doesn't fit them. That shouldn't even be allowed to pass, but it's just ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. I think it's good. What's everyone else's thoughts on this? If you're a clothing seller or wanting to be a clothing seller, maybe you're a full-time clothing seller, or maybe you do a bit of clothing, this will impact everyone regardless. But I would love to hear your thoughts. I think it's going to be better over a period of time. There will be some teething issues, both from obviously the sellers getting on top of it and getting it right. It does enable a consistency, but I'm already putting the details in my listings. Like, I'm calling out all my flaws. I'm calling out all the issues. So if anything, it's just going to be giving another caveat for eBay to kind of say, yeah, this is what it falls under. But I think it's still a bit too loose, a little bit too loose. That's my concerning. Yeah, so my understanding is Depop had it as well. Yeah, okay. I'll just say, oh, Ashton, what's up, mate? Evening, Chris. It's Anthony MC. My account won't let me check. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. Well, hey, Anthony. Hey, Ashton. How you doing? Yeah, I think it'll be okay, Christian. I think. Katrina Radic, such good points. Some of these are what I thought about. Just got into clothes. Love your videos. Helps me heaps. You're so welcome, Katrina. Yeah, I think it's going to be a positive thing in the longer run. Like anything that they roll out, there's always going to be a little bit wishy-washy. But you looking at this, I think a lot of this is just generic stuff, right? It's more around the definitions of minor versus moderate. That is my concern. But I think the best approach of this, which is what I take with all our stuff that we sell, is undersell it, over deliver. Meaning, if you think something, like if you're not too sure, go worst case. And then when they receive it, they're only going to be more happy. You're better off defining something worse than defining something better, and then it isn't as the expectation. So make sure you're giving them an experience which makes them happy, opposed to them being disappointed. That would be my approach on this. But yeah, just be consistent, build templates that fit the, excellent, good, and fair. And I might even build a template that actually pulls out all of this stuff, because these are the things that eBay will be focusing on. And that's the stuff that my listers, my photographers should be focusing on as well. I feel like I need to sneeze. Sorry. It's coming. Scrap and salvage, they should be made to tick a box prior to purchase that understand that sizes have yeah, 100%. Like, we've got measurements, we've got the tags. I had one this week where a lady left feedback saying they weren't stretchy enough. And well, that's not my fault. And she says they weren't stretch. They were not stretch as advertised. Now, one, we've got that on the tags where it's, says it's got elastane, so it is a stretch fabric. We call it out in the listings that it does have a stretch to it, like, in the band. And we also call out that, some items might shrink or be more stretchy based on washing or pre-owned. So they left the negative feedback, the not so positive feedback, and eBay actually rejected it. I asked it to be removed. eBay rejected it. I then escalated it to a case, spoke to someone on eBay, and they came back, and after me saying how frustrated I was, they expressed that this was originally filtered by AI, and after looking through it himself, he agrees that it should not have passed, and he removed it. And he also told me to report the buyer, etc., etc. But it just goes to show that, eBay is implementing a lot of things that's going to make their business more efficient and smoother and easier for them. But there is going to be a period of time where those things aren't working in our favor. I don't mind them using AI, but obviously if it's making pain for me, I don't like it. But in the long run, it should make everyone's life easier. So I think it will be the same thing, talking about with the sizes and all those different things as well. It'll be interesting to see how they do that kind of item not described against this kind of stuff. So I'm going to be putting this kind of stuff in my listing, because I feel like if they're using AI, it's going to be looking for these keywords. That's what it's going to be looking for. Don't chase a quick dollar, chase the value you can give to encourage growth. 100%. 100%. Poor secondhand guys had the same experience with measurements as well. So it's been a bit of an interesting week with those kind of things. But how's everyone else going? What's been happening? Are people kind of, cooling off, or, I guess pulling back from eBay at this point in time? Or are you still going all the way up to the end of the year? I'll be taking some time off. This is the last stream for the year. I've still got 1, 2, 3 videos to come out for the year, though. We've got a thrift video on Saturday. We've got podcasts on Sunday. And then we have a final weekly video that comes out on Monday. So you still got a little bit from me. But then I'll be putting the time away for 2 weeks, and have Christmas and New Year's, and Carla and I are going away and be doing some rest and planning 100%. So it should be pretty good. I'm excited. Now, where was the other question? Forrest had a question. I was going to ask, what new content or social media plans do you have for 2025? Well, to answer that with the running thing. So running, I'm still don't have a green light for the running because of my foot, my heel, because it's flaring it up. The running isn't, but until it gets to a position, I'm actually allowed to start testing jogging. Like, when I say jogging, allowed to do either 1 minute or 100 meters in a 45-minute walk of running, and seeing how that goes. When I say running, like jogging, but we have to make sure I'm not doing things that's going to continue to flare up the foot, the heel, because if I do that, it's just going to take longer to do. So the intention is running to come back. I haven't set any goals with it at this point until I have a proper green light, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And but to answer your other question, Forrest, so I was going to ask the new content. So there will be, I'm always trying to keep my content fresh every year, just to reset it, in my headspace. I don't know what that will look like. I'll be doing my planning when I take some time off. I do have a few ideas in the back of my mind, but if anything, nothing changes in terms of consistency. I'll be consistent in giving you guys content weekly. Obviously, thrifting is still limited based on when I go out thrifting. I'm not thrifting all the time. Running content will only be back once it's back. I don't know when that is. Still have the podcast. The podcast isn't going anywhere. I will continue to do my weekly, POV or point of view or vlog. Those are long and they've been well received. There is another type of video that I might add into the mix. But those ones will be kind of like evergreen content. And it also enables that I can probably get ahead with those and backlog them. So we'll see. There is some ideas there. I would like to do a little bit more on some short form stuff. But again, if I can get in the routine, that's the key thing. But we'll see. We'll see. I would like to do some spontaneous streams in the unit or warehouse as well. I was thinking about doing that last week, but time of year, just not really ready for it. So, potentially there'll be a shakeup. Keep you guys on your toes. Katrina has asked, are you listening over holidays or in time away? I still don't know if it impacts as much as people say. I've done time away every year for the last 4 years. Like, there's no issue with it. You do see a bit of a hit because people will see that they're not going to get their item for a while. But there's a lot of people that buy and they don't care when the item's coming because it's not required. Like, if you list a good item and someone is looking for that item, they're going to buy it regardless if they're getting it in 3 days or 10 days because it's part of their collection or it's part of their want. But when it's a need in terms of a demand of time because they need it for a birthday present or a Christmas present, well, that's when it gets a bit issue. So yes, I will be doing listings. We were just doing some planning today of. I'm actually just checking how much in my backlog I have. So it really will come down to how many listings I have. So at the moment in my backlog, I've got 160 items pending to be. So I've got 160 items in my photo bank, and then I've got 123 items in my draft bank. So yeah, we're sitting at 280. We're doing 40 at a moment a day. So that only really gives me 4.5 days. So it's not really enough. But what will happen is we'll be doing photos probably all up until Christmas Eve. And whatever I've got there, then I'll use that to carry me for the 2 weeks. I might just drop down to 20 listings a day and half it down, or maybe 10, depending on how much we have left. But we've got 200 Ralph Lauren and Wrangler coming back tomorrow from washing. We send out another bunch tomorrow, and that comes back Monday. And I have my photographer number 1 in on Monday, so they'll probably do 80 to 90. Tuesday, might have photographer number 2. If not, I'll just be doing some non-clothing items. So I think we should have a good amount of maybe 300 by the time, hopefully, between the draft bank and the photo bank before I go away. That's the goal. So yeah, I'll still be listing. The short answer. Would be cool to see a live packing listing stream with conversations. Yeah, 100%. The reason why I don't do it while I'm packing is because I like to be focused with packing, and because we're getting busier, and sometimes packing 50, 60 orders, it's quite a slog. And I don't want to be making mistakes while doing packing. And the listing stream, I don't think people would want to do the listings because I'm listing at 5:15 in the morning till about, depending on how long it takes or whatever, could be till 7 or sometimes till 6:30. So I mean, I'm thinking actually doing the list, while I'm doing like photos or while I'm sorting clothes, so it's a bit more of a conversation and I don't have to be concentrating. What happened to the old glasses? So last market, which was a month ago, by the way, there's another market this week. I'm going to the market on Saturday. When I was setting up the marquee, I lifted it up and I went up too fast and I knocked the top of the glasses and they snapped. I actually do have other pairs, but they're fresh pairs. So I only really wear these to keep my hair out of my face. But the orange ones, the old ones, were my old running ones, so they had kind of faded. I've got a new pair, but I don't want to damage them. So, excuse me, jeepers. Yeah. So, is anyone else putting their store in time away? While like going away or anything? So I'll do it for a period of time. One thing, if you put your store in Time Away, make sure you follow all their rules, because people can get a little bit of a bite when they don't follow the rules. And what I mean by that is, if you have a look at Time Away, they've actually updated some things. Where does it say here? So this is what it says. Delivery dates may not update for selected items on Time Away. This is what it says. It's too much. Let's see if this... Whether you choose to allow sales or pause them, you may want to change the handling post options for... Maybe I'll just share this. Oh, I can't actually. But anyway, I suggest you just jump over to your Time Away section and make sure you review it. I'll just say that. Mine's time away from tonight. Yep, makes sense because you're going away. No time away for me. Rank up those posts. Yep, 100%. I mean, so I'll still have sales on. Like, I'll have sales on, and I'll still be listing, just not as much. I just won't be sending. So I'm not shutting the store down. I'm just putting time away. So it's just a delayed delivery. I was always conscious that eBay wasn't my platform, and then they could pull my income at the drop of a hat. A website to drive customers over to it. It's a really good question. So yes, there will come a point where I will create a platform for myself. But at the moment, yes, eBay is my focus. And I'm, obviously working very hard to ensure that, that big, the rug doesn't get pulled out from under my feet. But I would like to have some level of control for the longer term. Like, I'm talking for a 5-10 year plan. eBay will obviously, I think this month alone, if I look at my performance, and if I look at my impressions that have come through for the traffic, we've had over the last 30 days, I think I can share this. It doesn't show anything confidential. There you go. So I've had 15.5 million impressions in the last 30 days, which is just insane. For me to get that on a website, like, I'd have to pay mega bucks. So, nothing that I can do on a site, unless I've got something that everyone wants in their household, is going to match that. So that's something that I need to, grasp and then understand, okay, so how do I ensure that I'm making a website that is going to get enough traffic to pay for itself? So there will be a way that I'll do this. The first thing that I'm going to do is I will have my brand with a website, and it will be going straight to eBay. And then as people get used to that and I start to build traffic into that, I can then switch it to non-eBay items. I probably won't be doing the whole thing of like stuff on eBay, stuff on the same site, and then having to cross list and all that. I might do that, but I might just have certain things only available off eBay. I don't know, but there is a plan there. There is some thoughts there. I don't want to drive customers over to it from eBay. I want eBay to be my main business place because there's a lot of things in place that enable me to grow. But I would like to make the opportunity for stuff not on eBay to be on that website. I've got my niece doing my eBay while I'm away. Well done, mate. Love it. Love it. I hope she's getting compensated. Oh, really? Interesting. Fees and their policies may suck, but the cost to get the impressions would, yeah. So, like, there's some really good benefits of leveraging eBay. What Christmas traditions do you have or do? And guys, if you want to jump into the giveaway, there is a pin post there. We'll be starting that at 9 o'clock. So jump in. So really, we just catch up with family, really. That's pretty much it. Pretty cruisy. We're here, obviously, this year. Next year, we'll go back to Carla's. Last year, we were in the Philippines. But yeah, really just spend it with family, take it easy. Sometimes we play some board games or play some Switch or whatever as a family, like with the nephews and stuff, but pretty cruisy, really. Just food and chill, catch up, open presents. Yo, Drew, my man, how you doing? Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Do miss you. Yeah, it's a lot of impressions, but if they don't convert, it's just 100%. Like, if they don't convert, that is true. And And, my conversion at the moment is 1.4%, which is a 15% increase over the last 30 days. So, I'm not too disappointed by that. I would like it to be higher, but it's pretty good. I'm always impressed by your consistency and motivation. Is there something that has come naturally to you, or is that something that has come naturally to you, or have you had to work hard on? Any tips? Okay, so this is going to be a bit of I did answer this briefly in my last video on Monday, but the short of it is, what made me click to being motivated is I'm building something that I want. And when you have an ambition for whatever your end game is, and it could be you just want to be the best at something, or you want to have a skill set, or you want to, have freedom, or maybe you want to have a certain amount of money or status or whatever, right? If you 100% are set on that and you're 100% passionate about that, then the only way to achieve that or attain that is by you doing the work. No one else is going to do it for you. So if you have a dream or a goal and you're confident in that, yes, you can have other people work for you, you can have other people support you or whatever, but the only way you're going to get there is by yourself. And I'd been working for someone else for almost 10 years, and I'd been working on other things to try and build a future for myself and for my partner at the time. But I didn't have, at that half that time, I had my own ambitions. But then, as you get older, your ambitions change and those dreams change and those goals change. And then I started to realize, well, if I'm working 60-hour weeks for someone else and I'm only spending a couple of hours on a weekend to build something else for myself, it's going to take 40 years to do. So the way I weighed it up was like, either they need to fire me or I need to take the risk myself. They're not going to fire me because I'm doing a good job. That was my thought. So I figured I just got to rip the Band-Aid off and do it myself. And figured, okay, if I want to build this and what that's going to look like, I need to understand what that's going to look like. I have to better have a high level plan of where I want to be. And I've kind of said to myself, well, I cannot compare myself to where I am now at the time, which was when I was working for someone else. I'd been working for them for 8 years, 7 years, 8 years, and then I took 2 years off. I can't compare myself in this business to where I was working for them until I've hit 7, 8 years, which is still, I'm only on year 4 at the moment. So I've still got about 2-3 years until I can actually start to compare of have I actually hit a level that is similar to when I was working for someone else. But the other thing is that I found is that if I work for myself, the payoff in the long run should only be better, because I'm able to execute on my own schedule. I can do what I want, how I want to do it, and no one else is controlling me. I get to take control. And yeah, I think when I see the results from taking action myself, that's what motivates me to keep doing it. And the thing that I always like to say to people is, if you have an ambition and a goal, whether it's, in 30 days, 2 weeks, 1 year, 10 years, the time's going to pass anyway. So make sure that you do one thing every day that's going to get you closer to where you want to be, right? And it can be small, it can be big. But the other thing is, if you're making decisions for where you want to be, or you're making decisions for things that come to you of opportunities, you've got to ask yourself, is this actually going to get you closer to where you want to be? Because if you're doing things that is not relevant to where you want to be, then you need to weigh up, is that what you want to spend your time, or is it a time waste? It's a sacrifice also, but the time is going to pass anyway. So imagine if we all invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, we would all be millionaires, right? Because the time has passed anyway. We weren't consistent with it because we thought it's not going to pay off. But if we were just putting, $10 of Bitcoin away, for 3 years straight every day, imagine how rich you would be. And it's not about how rich you would be, but it's about that consistency. So that's the mentality. All right, we're going to do some giveaways, and I'll keep answering these questions. No way, Scrap and Salvage. Unfortunately, I have to go. Have a great Christmas, Chris. Thank you, sir. You too. Even though I no longer do eBay, gave up after 15 years. Love listening to you. Really appreciate that, mate. You have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. I really appreciate that comment. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That motivates me as well. Thank you, mate. Have a good one. Cheers. All right, let's do some giveaways before I forget and before my timer runs out. So we've got public giveaway. I'm just going to pull this out now. It's past 9 o'clock. There's 18 of you. Jeez. Gee. And what we're going to do is first place on the spin will get the $20 voucher. If you don't want the $20 voucher and you would rather Pokemon cards, you can say pass and I'll give you Pokemon cards and the $20 voucher will go to the next person. Entirely up to you. And this is just so people are aware, this is Australia only for the eBay and for the Pokemon cards, just to be frank. Wheels of names, we'll get this set up. Yo, Maze and Maze, what's up, mate? How you doing? I hope that answers your question, Dan. Sorry, I realize that there's one thing here. Any tips? I think that covers your question about any tips. But I think you need to just lock in on like, what do you want? Why do you want it? Understand what's that going to take? And then you got to weigh up, are you going to be happy to do that? If you're happy to do it or find happiness in doing it, then it's just about doing the reps and being consistent. It is a lot of hard work, but I would not change this for the world. Like having worked for someone else, I thought I was happy to do that for 10 years. But then by the end of it, I wasn't. And look, I might get to, 10 years after doing this and think, nah, stuff this. But at the moment, everything is pointing in the right direction of going to places that I could never have dreamed of. So why would I stop that? That's the other thing is now that I've built the position that I'm in, that momentum starts to snowball. And it's important that you leverage that. So yeah, my tips is find what you love to do and just stay consistent, continue to learn and adapt. And I mean, the progress will come and track it, document it to yourself. And you see that progress when you zoom out, you'll be blown away. All right, let's do this wheel spin. This is for the public. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. So there'll be a total of 4 winners. The first person will win the $20 gift card. This will come from a digital email. I'll send it to you probably tonight or tomorrow. Make sure I got everyone. I do. Share my screen. Okay, I'll just shuffle this up a bit. So for the first place for the public will be $20 gift card from eBay. eBay for me. It's just an eBay gift card. Oh, Forest Fines. Jeez, mate. You want the Dan, my man. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. I need to get that moment. Yeah, 100%. Like you just got to find your groove, and don't compare yourself to other people. Like you just got to compare to yourself to where you were yesterday, a month ago, a year ago, and work on that. Right. Use that as a motivator. 100% use that as a motivator. And be consistent. If you can be consistent with 5, you can be consistent with 6. Like I'm talking listings, for example. So just build that routine and make it happen. Forrest, all right, you've got the $20 voucher, mate. If you've already disappeared, you're getting the $20 voucher. I'll send it to you via email, mate. Congratulations, Forrest Fines, for the $20 eBay voucher. Woohoo! There it is there. I'll send it to you via email, mate. All right. Next person. Oh, he's here. Cool. All right. Next up, make sure I haven't missed anyone else, just in case anyone jumped in. No, they didn't. Okay. Let's go. So for the Pokemon cards, next up is person number 2. We have it's Jaden. Got heaps to do tonight. Enjoy the night. No worries, mate. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, buddy. So Jaden has won. All right. We'll go through this in a minute. I'll just quickly spin for the next. We've got 2 more people. We have, looks like Ledbetter. Congratulations, sir. And then the last public is Ashton, my man. All right, Ashton, let's do it. All right, let's open this up. I'm going to keep things moving. And I think there was another question I was meant to, and then we'll get to members. So let's do this. All right, Pokemon. Here we go. Was there another question? Did I miss something? Christmas traditions, a lot of questions. No, I don't think so. All right. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know. All right. So we've got Jaden, winner number 2. We've got 4 packs of Surging Sparks. Let's do this. There's some pretty good cards in this. Hopefully we can get some fire for you tonight. Here we go. This is for, Jaden. Let's do it. All right, nothing in pack number 1. I have actually shuffled these cards up as well, these packs. So who knows, maybe you'll get lots, maybe you'll get nothing. But if anyone has any questions, we'll continue the banter. Please ask away. This is just now my chance to give back to you guys and have some fun. I really hope we get some crazy hits in here. Look, when it comes to motivation, you have to find it yourself, right? And it is hard work to find it, get it. But it's taken me, like, the growth, and I'll do a video on this next year, but the growth that I've seen this year and last year, like this year alone, we're going to end up landing on about $286,000. We've done almost half of my revenue this year out of the last 4 years. Which just crazy, the momentum. Oh, geez. All right, Jaden, if we don't get anything in here, mate, we will we'll get you into the hit pile, which has been generously donated by Johnny Boy. Find and flip. What is happening? Hi, everyone. Sorry I missed the start. Chris, I love your videos, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. We're just doing some giveaways, and we're just chatting. So if you've got any questions, please ask away. More than happy to answer anything. If I don't have the answer, I'll maybe direct you to someone that has the answer, maybe. All right, Jaden, that was a rough one. Jaden, give me a number between 1 and 14, please, and we'll get you some goodies, or a goodie at least. 1 and 14, Jaden. 1 and 14. That was rough, hey? Jeez. How is Carla going at her new job? She's enjoying it. It's been it's a different kind of pace. When I say that, I mean it in a good way, because it's actually not as intense as her previous job, because we were both in consulting. So she's in the private sector now, but that's taking a little bit of an adaptation. It's a really good positive change, because you're not as intense, but going from like working 10 years of fast-paced delivery to then slowing it down, it's a big change. But no, she's doing well, and she's been working from home a fair bit more now, so it's been better for both of us in that sense too, and a bit more of a lifestyle balance. Jaden has said 7. All right, good question, Drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Drew, how's the engagement life going for you? Ooh, nice little fire. I mean, by the fire, like that. That's cute. Well done, Jaden. All right, next up is, I'm trying to get this done because I'm worried my camera is going to drop out at 9:30. Anyway, next up is Lead Better. Let's do it. We've got 4 packs for you, sir. Let's see what we can get. Does anyone have any exciting goals for 2025? I know we spoke about this a bit last week, but not many answers came through. Oh, nice. Well done. Nice little hit there. Congratulations. Did I, yeah, I did sleep that. Cool. Nice little hit there for Lead Better. Nice. All right, pack number 2. That's a good start. Finally, we got some action. Has everyone else's sales dropped off now, or are they still going strong? Mine have really dropped off. Like yesterday, I think we did 33. Today, we've done 3. It's just that nosedive, just boom. I expected it. I just didn't expect it as intense. All right, nothing in that one. All right, let's see what we get here. Go. Oh, little Phoebus, very cute. Oh, okay. All right, second hit. Jeez. The shuffle was well in your favor, sir. Well done. All right. And then last pack magic for Ledbetter, and then we've got Ashton. All right, let's see what we can do for you. Last pack magic, Led. Here we go. Cute. And all right. Hey, well, you did well. 2 hits. Nice. Not too bad at all. Very beautiful cards. All right. Congratulations. Next up is Ashton, my man. Hope you're doing well, Ashton. All right. Here we go. Now for Ashton, let's see if we can get a hit for Ashton, and then we'll be jumping into the members. And I'm back. Fix the tech issues. Welcome back, sir. Just in time. We'll be doing the members in a minute, and this is for Ashton now, so... All right, here we go. Pack number 1 for Ashton. All right, nothing in that one. Pack number 2 for Ashton. And you know the drill. If you don't get anything, we'll get you something out of the hit pack. Or hit pile, sorry. Here we go. We'll be doing the members $50 gift card giveaway after this. With some Pokemon cards too. Hey! Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I love the texture on these cards. Super nice. All right. Just leave that up for you. It's a nice little hit. Some of these cards are... I think these cards are worth holding on to because they're a bit of a unique to these sets. The Eevee set after this has the Master Ball. I mean, the Master Ball Hollows as well. Here we go. All right. 1 hit so far. Let's see if we can get any magic in this one. I hope so. At least we got something for you. Last pack magic. Good luck. Jeez, tough one. Well, you still got something, buddy. Might still get something in the membership, but well done on this. Nice card. I do like it. All right, Ashton, my man. All right, now we're going to move on to the members. We're going to jump into a duck race. There will be a total of 1, 2, 3. Is it 1, 2, 3? A total of 4 winners. So first, second, and third. And then we'll also have a wooden spoon. I don't even know if there's that many members to win, actually. I guess we'll find out. So we've still got, good 15, 20 minutes, folks. If anyone has any more questions, please ask away. I'll do my best to provide you as much value as possible. This is my way to give back. Like, seriously. I'm actually surprised. Like, there's so many people asking questions, like, for this and that. And I understand that maybe people, I'm not expecting everyone to be here live. But one thing that I learned when starting is if you need help, ask for it. If you need some insight, ask for it. And don't just follow what people say. I'm speaking from me as well. Like I just say it. Don't just follow it blindly. Make sure you understand what's being said and the context. There's so many of us on, YouTube doing reselling and building businesses, whatever. We all do it different. We all do it for different reasons. And that's because it suits our model. When you get that context, it might not necessarily work perfectly for you. So just make sure you validate it and compare it to your model and your ways and your, what you're trying to work towards. Because the amount of time I've had people say to me, this won't work, or you can't do this. It's like, well, I'm doing it and it's going to work for me because I'm building it to work for me. And it's not because I'm trying to prove them wrong. It's more that it's not an apple to apple compare. Other people might have done it for a certain way and it didn't work. But when you tailor things and figure it out and solve problems and remove friction points, you can make things happen that you didn't expect was possible. But you've got to really understand it. So members, tonight we have a total of 7. Oh, Rosie jumping in just in time for the members. Well done. Thanks for being here, Rosie. Appreciate you. We have 7 members tonight. So half of you are going to win. which is pretty cool. No other members have jumped in. That's okay. Okay, cool. Let's do this duck race. So first, second, and third, and then a wooden spoon will get something. So first place will get the $50 eBay voucher, and that will come to you via digital. Let's do this. Good luck, team. All right, let's get this ready. So who's going to win first place eBay voucher? Who's it going to be? We've got 45 seconds. All right, let's just make sure this isn't going to turn off. I think that's okay. Yeah, Johnny boy, it's okay. You've fallen back. It might mean that you might come through. Mid pack is also a good sign. Sorry, I was watching something on the side. It was triggering a message to me. So Kerry is known for winning these, but Kerry's out front early this time. Jen's also a bit of a silent winner, but here we go. Everyone's making their move. We've got Johnny boy's going for it. Johnny boy, Johnny, oh my goodness. There you go. Johnny boy has won the $50 voucher. Johnny, I'm assuming you want the $50 voucher. I'll put that down for you, mate. That's pretty cool. You'll be able to go get yourself a nice little treat or something. Add something to the collection. And then let's see who's second place. Oh, secondhand gang. Secondhand guy. Sorry, sir. And then Rosie's come third for some Pokemon. And then for last place, which I've just got a couple of extra Pokemon cards, is Jaden. Wow. Okay. Jaden, I'll add that to your pile in a second. Congratulations. Yeah, well done, Rosie. All right, let's open up these cards. Pokemon. All right, so Johnny boy, eBay voucher. I'll send that to you digitally. I'll get in touch with you. You know how it works. Secondhand guy, let's do this. We've got, I think it's 7 packs in here. It could be 6. Find and Flip has asked, when you have coupons, do you try different percentage levels or do you have set patterns that you follow? Coupons, so basically when I send out offers, I send out 15%ers. My coupons beyond that are usually if I'm sending out coupons, it's either for a sale. Like at the moment, I have a 30% coupon for a certain amount of items. I also have coupons for loyalty, people that come back. And I also have coupons for like maybe just an event. But most of the time, it's either 20 to 30% off. That's pretty much it. I don't do a dollar amount off. I do a percentage because I know it's in my margins. Yeah, that's the approach I take. All right, secondhand guy. Let's do it. See if we can get some fire for you. Or actually, we actually want some golden Pikachus for you, don't we? All right, here we go. Here we go. Well done. Yeah, coupons. I do markdown events, and I also have a setup where if you buy more items, you automatically get a discount as well, and that just helps increase customer order value, or total order value, or quantity of orders. Like I had one person last week come through and buy 14 pairs of shorts. I had 2 people this week buy 8 and 10 pairs of jeans. And that stuff, that's just a game changer. It just helps with cash flow. I've had one customer come back and buy, 2 lots of 8 pairs of shorts. We're actually the #1 active short seller in Australia as of the 1st of December, which was pretty cool. Jeez, nothing. Tough crowd tonight. Hope you get something, buddy. Maybe it's because you're going to get a big hit. That's probably what it is. Hopefully. Jeez. Here we go. Oh, you're welcome, Find and Flip. But, when you're doing coupons, just make sure you understand, the impact to your store and your margins and bottom line. Make sure you know what your cost of good is. I usually look at it from an average cost of good perspective. If you know that, if you've got 1,000 items and the average cost of good is $8, and you know what your postage is, you can start to work out where your wiggle room is, right? If you look at averages, it's going to make your life a little bit easier. That means you'll lose some money on some, but you'll make some pretty good money on others. Nothing. Jeez. All right. No, we haven't looked at any stats yet, Rosie. I'll try and do that at the end. Kind of show you where we're landing for 2024. I didn't really prepare anything because I've really just focused on wanting to give back to you guys. But yeah, we can go through some stats. Oh, there we go. Very cute little guy. Oh, I love this card. Very cute. Well done, mate. No, you're not too... I wouldn't want to do it without you, Rosie. I know you really love them. You're the only one that really asked, to be honest. So if you don't ask, I don't usually do it, to be honest. I used to do it all the time, but some people, I mean, I don't know. You tell me, do people like seeing that? I don't know. I mean, I show it in my videos, so... yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Last pack magic for secondhand guy. All right, you did get 2 hits. Not too bad. Was that your hit? Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well done, mate. I will get that all out to you. You know how it works. To me, it's really fascinating. Makes it all feel relatable, more relatable. Yeah, 100%. No, I appreciate it. I mean, I like to share. I love the numbers, 100%. But I also know, well, from some feedback for some people, but people don't like it, or I talk too much numbers or whatever. But I mean, the reality is when you're building a business, you need to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, it can get quite dangerous, right? Because you don't know what's going on. I started a second store, and I'm testing some coupons in there, but honestly, it seems quite dead at the moment. And yeah, well, it is quite dead. Like today, I've done 3 sales. Yesterday, I did 33. It's because most people are now shopping. They're shopping in store, like, because if they need things for Christmas, unless you're listing things that are they don't really care about in terms of timing, people have got their attention elsewhere as well. Were you able to connect your store through Ozpost, or did you need separate accounts? No. So you can use a different tool. I think 2 Aussie Thrifties use ShipStation. I don't know if it's ShipStation. It might be another one. But there's a bunch of different shipping tools that you can do to bring 2 different stores or multiple stores into it. I haven't connected multiple stores. Can't ever please everyone. Yeah. If there's ever a point you don't want to share, please don't feel obligated until I'm grateful for... No. I have no problem sharing it. Like, ooh, very nice. Oh, this is for Rosie, by the way. This is for you. That's a very nice card. Very cute. Very pretty. Yeah, I have no problem sharing the stats. I don't know. I used to, well, yeah, anyway. I have no problem doing it. No problem whatsoever. I just don't like trying to make the attention about me in these. I'd rather be giving back to you guys. All right, pack number 2 for Rosie. Here we go. Here we go. I reckon Rosie's going to get the most. Yep, calling it cute butterfly as well. Because we didn't get much out of the first half. And you've got 7 in here, so you should get some pretty good hits, I reckon. You might even get the big one. There should be 1 big card in here. So tonight might be your night, Rosie. Yeah, I think you got 7 packs. 7? Yeah, 7 packs. Yeah, 7 is your favorite number, right? Here we go. Hey, nice. Well done. Chris, I appreciate your honesty and your videos. Hey, you're welcome. Like, I mean, there is no reason for me to hide information. The only reason I hide information would be my supplies. That's like the main thing I can only hide, because, but even me telling my suppliers, you can go use them, but you're not going to use them in the same way I do, because I built relationships with, there's history there, and it's for my model, and my model's a different comparison to you. So therefore, if you and I were doing exactly the same thing, then I would not share still my supplies, because then you're a competitor to me. But for me to just go out and say, oh, you go buy from this, it doesn't necessarily work that way, because it might work better, it might make work worse. But, it's, yeah, you get my point. But I try to be as open as possible. For some reason, some people don't think I'm open, but that's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, what I'm doing is only relevant to me. I just like to hope that there's stuff that I do in there which can be, taken as insight, value points for others trying to build whatever it is they're trying to build. So I will do my best to always try and help with that. But a lot of the time, we've got to realize that it's not an apple to apple compare. So find and flip. Anytime you have a question, please reach out. More than happy to answer. If I don't have the answer, I will tell you someone who else, like Two Aussie Thrifters. Go reach out to them about what tool they're using for their multiple shipping. Because I don't have one, because I'm not doing it. But I know there's plenty of options out there. Just do a quick Google, you'll probably find it too. All right, last pack magic for Rosie, and then we'll do Jaden's additional cards. Now, the camera might drop out. If it drops out, you just give me a second and I'll try and fix it up for you. Here we go. Oh, okay. Nothing in that one. Well, we did all right. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but we did get some nice hits. Rosie's done very well. A little banger there, a little banger there, and a little banger there. Well done, Rosie. Congratulations. I actually have your... I had forgotten to send your packs from last week, and I kept looking at them, and I'm thinking more and more, well, actually, high chance that she's going to win. So I'll just hold off and I'll send it this week. So it was well worth waiting, because now you'll get them all together. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Merry Christmas to you and Carla. Thanks for your hard work and generosity. Thank you for the $8. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, well, it makes sense. And because this was going to be the last one, I saved up everyone's, because I figured there's going to be probably some multi-winners, like high chance, because especially for the members, because there's only like 7 of you that usually join. So yeah, I really appreciate the dollars. That does help keep the lights on and keep things moving and grooving, especially for these giveaways. All right, we have, this is for Jaden. Give this back to Jaden. When did I put that? That's Rosie's. There's Jaden's. There's Jaden's. Oh, that's going to fall. Japers, hang on. Give me a second. All right, let's see if we can get any more hits for Jade. Actually, these might have some pretty good ones in it. Ship them out every few months. Well, I'll get these ones out to you next. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start doing it monthly for the regular winners. It just makes sense. And that'll be cool, because you guys might forget about it, and then all of a sudden you'll have these cards arrive and be surprised. Thank you, Brad and Jazz. Yeah, Brad and Jazz are awesome. They helped me big time at the start, and because they were doing a lot of this kind of stuff as well, like live streams, and they were open books. So leverage that if you need help with things. I mean, I don't have all the answers. That's why I'll send you to someone else if I don't have the answer. There's a lot of things I do know, but there's a lot of things I don't. But I know a lot of things that work for my model, but it's not always going to be exactly the same. Like, I know I keep saying that, like, people need to realize you can't compare, like, I can't compare myself to Aussie Thrifters either, because we're doing different things. All right, can we get another hit for Jaden? Jeez, it's a tough one. All right, we're nearly at the end, folks. So if you've got any more questions, and then I'll talk to you guys briefly at the end about some stuff, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, okay, we did get a little hit there. Nothing crazy, but a nice little cutie. Some capsicums. This is from Surging Sparks. Sorry, Super Electric Break. So this is Surging Sparks Japanese, but it's known as Super Electric Breaker. The English version is Surging Sparks. Last pack magic for Jaden for the wooden spoon. Can we get a banger in here? We did get one hit. Can we get another one? Come on, come on, come on. And nothing. All right, well, he still got one. Well, he did all right because he got the freebie in the other one, and then he got this hit. So nothing too crazy. I was expecting a few more bangers, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, team. So you're welcome, Jaden. I'll get these sent out, mate. I think what happened is the last one I sent you went to your post office. Maybe you guys went home, and then because you weren't notified, it got sent back to me. So I've got to put your email address on it. I forgot to put your email address on it, so I do apologize. All right, let's go back to full screen. So what a year, right? 2024. Like I said, I've still got a few more videos to come out. I've got a thrifting video that comes out on Saturday. We've got the podcast on Sunday, and then I've got my usual week video that comes out Monday. I'll be taking some time off. Content-wise, I think the podcast will start mid-end of Jan. This type of content, like live streams, will probably be end of Jan, February. I might take all of January off. I'm not sure. Just content-wise, I'll be working. We're only going away for a week, but it's just to give me a good chance to kind of get reset, refreshed, and get some momentum and get ahead as well. I like my podcasts, I like to film in advance, and then I have my editor do them for me so I can build a bit of a backlog. There is some video content that I would like to do that will be evergreen, you know, outside of my regular vlogs that I want to get done. So I've got a bit of a backlog there. Thrifting videos will just come and go as they happen. But yeah, I think really just spending the rest of the year just, you know, taking it slow, spending time with family, taking some break, but doing some planning for 2025. And, you know, that's really my big message to you guys. And coming back to the original question from, I think it was Dan, about motivation and things like that, is like, you know, just if you've got ambition, if you want to achieve something, figure out what that's going to look like and how you're going to get there, and then just start working towards it, right? I was listening to something today around, you know, how do I start something and minimize risk? Or how do I start something and when I can't afford to do it? Or how do I start something if I don't feel like I'm good enough at doing it? The reality is you're never going to have a perfect start. You're never going to be able to have the best result straight away. And I think you need to just focus on starting and being consistent. And then when doing that, you're able to pivot, adjust, and, you know, kind of find the balance and the groove and the routine to then get the consistent results, right? You can't get results if you're not consistent. So being consistent, yeah, it's going to be a little sloppy at the start, but you'll find the groove, the momentum, and then you're able to kind of pick up the paces, and then you'll start to find that snowball, and then just reflect on that, you know, on a regular basis, weekly, monthly, quarterly, you know, every 6 months or a year, reflect on that and see what's working, what's not working, and then adjust. And then it's just keep doing it. Keep doing it. I am tired. I really am. Thank you, Rosie. Appreciate it. Spontaneous thrift videos are the best. No pressure to find anything just for the video. Yeah, I do try to find stuff for the video because it does make it a lot more enjoyable, but it's getting tougher. Thank you all. I really thank you, Anthony. You and the family as well, mate. A big thank you to all for all the support this year. You know, we raised over $10,000 for Backpack for Vic Kids, which is just crazy stuff. I've had a lot of fun. I've gained a lot of new subscribers. If you're new, thank you so much. This year's just been crazy. I'll be doing some reflection videos into the new year on this year and looking back and what we've achieved. And, you know, look, even me doing this content, some of it's for me, but I like to be able to do it for others to help others further their lifestyle, right? But hopefully I can inspire you to aspire further through my actions, and you can run your own race and make it happen for yourself. So that's the intent there. And by getting the reception and the responses and the comments, that gives me the encouragement to keep doing it. So thank you for those that have hanged out tonight. I think we peaked at 25, 27 people. I really do appreciate you all. You all have a Merry Christmas and a happy holidays, as Johnny Boy said here, or to all lifestyle legends. Here's to a big 2025. Yep, 100%. For all those that have won tonight, I will send you either an email for the gift cards, or you'll get an email from, I think it's from Prezi, that I use. And if you did win something else, usual thing, I'll send it out to you. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful time off. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I've got a few more videos so you can say hi there. Look after yourselves. Be kind. And, you know, just spend some time with those that are dear to you. Look after yourselves. Take some, you know, time to rest and have a break. And we'll do it all again in 2025, which is just scary to think about. Appreciate you all. you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wherever you are. And ciao.